Hi, my name's Stephanie. For those of you who are not familiar with me or my story, my husband and I had to not only recover from his infidelity, but we had to engage with his affair partner due to a child being the result of their relationship. And over the years, I've received a number of requests asking to address some key areas about communication with a pregnant affair partner. This is not an easy journey for anyone involved, and I can guarantee one thing: it will be imperfect and awkward. I'm simply going to share lessons learned and what worked for us. And in doing so, I hope that these common points can help make this journey slightly more manageable and less fear-filled for you. Number one, in the beginning, make all exchanges transactional, as if dealing with a business. This may sound strange, but this helped me keep the emotion out of the situation as best I could. I had to stop thinking it was about the affair partner and make it to be about the good of the child. Part of this process is getting DNA testing done as soon as possible. And I say this because this will give you peace of mind. Getting a lawyer will help keep it businesslike and limit contact with the affair partner while details are worked out. And this also gives you time in your healing process. Number two, identify a point person. A point person is simply someone who the affair partner will contact to set up conversations about needs, the needs of the child. It can be financial, it can be about visitation, travel, essentially all about the needs of the child. In some cases, this can be the unfaithful spouse, but if you're trying to heal from infidelity, this option can cause damage and mistrust during a time that focus should be on your healing. In our situation, the point person shifted from my husband to a lawyer to myself. Identifying a point person for contact is setting a boundary. And this boundary is for the affair partner, it's for your spouse, and it's for yourself. I've heard some wives in this situation say that once the affair partner saw that the wife was part of this process, and in turn part of the solution, this allowed a gateway for better exchanges between themselves and the affair partner. Next, talk to your children. Whether or not you are active in this child's life, having a discussion about this child can be helpful to your own children. There are many counselors that will be willing to do family sessions to help aid in those conversations and keep them productive. If the child is going to become a part of your lives, these conversations will be instrumental and also allow your own children to have a voice. If the child does not become a part of your lives, they may reach out someday to your spouse or to your children. So better to be open about this reality than to be sideswept by it later in life. And I will also add, in our story, my husband's son reached out, and the one question he had was I a secret? And it was so peace-filled for him to hear, you were not a secret. We did talk about you. It was discussed. Our children know about you. Our family knows about you. And it was so heartwarming to know that that mattered to this child. Prioritize. In the craziness of this situation, prioritizing yourself and your marriage over this chaos will be necessary. Being a united front and working together with your spouse can bring you closer together rather than farther apart. The voice of the world on this topic can be very loud. Everyone's going to have an opinion on what you should do, what you should not do, but only you and your spouse can make decisions that are best for your marriage and your family. Last, let go of control. We cannot control the affair partner or even the child of the affair. We can only do our best to show up, do our own work, so that we can see that this child did not ask to be put into these circumstances. The child is as much of a victim of the affair as you are. And as hard as that is to hear for some of you, for me, this statement made me feel more understanding and tenderness for my husband's son. So to recap, be transactional, identify a point person, talk to your children, prioritize your marriage, and let go of control. These key pieces can set you up for success. Creating a solution that works for your family is the goal. It worked for mine, and I truly hope it works for yours.